my name is Nina Dunn and I'm a Director of the Alternative Future Foundation. Today I'm joined by Adam Havryliv, Founder and CIO of East Coast Capital Management. With a sharp eye on market cycles and a passion for uncovering overlooked opportunities, Adam leads the firm in navigating today's fast-changing investment landscape. I'm going to ask him 5 quick-fire questions about trends, risks, and the futures of investing. Okay, Adam, let's get started. So you're a quant fund. Can you describe your edge, and do you think it degrades over time?
So our edge is that futures markets trend, and we're one of Australia's best performing trend following fund managers. And we have systems and technologies in place that allow us to exploit those trends to the fullest.
What is outlier hunting, and why should investors want it in their portfolio?
Okay, so outlier hunting is a principle that we adhere to. Effectively, we are risk adjusting our position sizes so that each one has an equal contribution to potential performance. So as an example, we would equally size on a risk adjusted basis a position in the S&P 500 or say a smaller market like orange juice or oats. And what that allows us to do is participate in extreme moves, left and right tail market moves in markets that most investors probably don't have exposure to.
Okay. And over 40% of your portfolio is allocated to commodities. What commodity is currently trending more than people might expect, and why?
Yeah, so a beauty of being a boutique trend following fund manager is that we can allocate a material amount to the commodities markets. And you've mentioned this 40% number. That allows us to pick up trends in markets that people would consider exotic. So 2025 has been a fantastic year for the cattle market, both feeder cattle and the live cattle futures, which have gone through the roof over the last 12 months. And it's really reminiscent of 2022, 2023. We had something similar happen to the cocoa market, and managers or investors that didn't have exposure to cocoa or live cattle or feeder cattle this year are going to seriously underperform. And the beauty of our approach is that we spread our risk evenly across these 80 or 90 futures markets and hunt those outliers.
Good. Okay, let's talk risks. So elaborate on your risk management process.
So risk management is core to the product. Effectively, we've built it from the bottom up with risk management in mind. So each position starts with a risk-adjusted position size and a fixed loss based on a stop loss that we put into the market. So you can think of us as taking lots of small bets, limiting our losses to the downside, but then allowing profits to accrue through the use of a stop loss. So effectively, profits are theoretically unlimited, but the downside is limited to that initial stop loss amount.
So you've got protection in there. Okay, and to finish, let's do something fun. If your portfolio was a sailing boat navigating today's markets, would it be tacking into the wind, cruising with a steady breeze, or riding out a storm?
Yeah, so I would like to think that trend following really can perform in all 3 of those market environments or sailing environments. Now, I would prefer to be on a broad reach, sailing just off the wind and maximising the performance of the boat whilst limiting the impact on the rigging and the crew. But importantly, we have the ability to tack or jibe, really perform in all market environments, even put up a reef if it's required.
Great. Well, thank you, Adam, for joining us today. If you'd like to learn more about East Coast Capital Management, please visit their website at eccm.com.au.